Let me start by asking you something. Have you ever replayed a moment in your mind and wondered, how did I miss this? Not because the warning signs were absent, but because you trusted that people would behave better. Machiavelli would respond calmly. Your heart wasn't the problem. Your expectations were. Many of us grow up believing people are naturally good. That loyalty doesn't expire. That kindness always comes back around. Machiavelli saw things differently. Not out of bitterness, but because he observed closely. And once you grasp what he understood, betrayal stops surprising you. Sudden shifts stop confusing you, and you stop blaming yourself for situations that were never about you. Stay with me. By the end of this, your view of people may never be the same. Machiavelli lived in an era where power could change overnight. Friends turned into threats without notice. Promises lost value when survival was threatened. So he didn't write about how people ought to behave. He wrote about how they actually behave. And the first harsh truth he recognized was this: people remain loyal until loyalty becomes inconvenient. Sit with that. People support you when you're valuable, when you're needed, when proximity to you serves them. But once circumstances shift, their loyalty shifts with it. Take a moment. How many people faded from your life when you stopped giving so much? When you stopped helping? When you stopped being constantly available? Machiavelli warned that gratitude cannot be trusted, not because people are cruel, but because self-interest outlasts memory. If this feels familiar, it's because you've experienced it. Here's another reality many struggle to accept. Love has power, but fear is dependable. Machiavelli said it is safer to be feared than loved. Not because fear is superior, but because it doesn't vanish when emotions shift. Love relies on feelings. Fear relies on consequences. Ask yourself honestly, when did people begin to respect you more? When you kept explaining yourself, or when you stopped accepting disrespect? Exactly. Kindness alone doesn't earn respect. Boundaries do. Now let's go deeper. People don't measure you by your intentions. They measure you by how you present yourself. You may have pure motives. You may sacrifice quietly. You may do the right thing without recognition. But people notice confidence. They notice outcomes. They notice how you carry yourself. This is why Machiavelli believed perception shapes reality, not truth, not effort. Let that settle. How often have you been misunderstood simply because you didn't look the part? This next truth may be uncomfortable. Kindness without strength isn't admired. It's exploited. Machiavelli noticed that people respect those who can walk away, those who don't beg to be chosen, those who remain calm without desperation. Think back. When did people's behavior toward you change? Was it when you became softer, or when you stopped tolerating nonsense? Kindness earns respect only when it's optional, not when it's your only choice. Now pay close attention. Human behavior is shaped by two forces, fear and desire. Fear of losing what they hold. Desire to gain something more. People lie to protect themselves. People betray to move ahead. Not because they wake up malicious, but because pressure exposes priorities. Understanding this doesn't make you heartless. It makes you alert, and awareness is protection. Machiavelli also believed silence carries power. The more people know about your plans, your emotions, your fears, the easier it becomes to influence you. Silence creates mystery. Mystery creates distance. And distance commands respect. Have you noticed the shift? When you stop explaining yourself, silence often says more than words ever could. Here's a truth few are willing to say out loud. People resist uncomfortable truth, but they respect those who comprehend it. Machiavelli wasn't seeking approval. He was seeking accuracy. He believed the real danger isn't evil. It's naivete, because naivete leaves you exposed, and the world doesn't shield the unaware. Look at the world today. Friendships fracture when money changes. Relationships evolve when power shifts. Loyalty fades when convenience disappears. This isn't new. Machiavelli observed this centuries ago. The mistake isn't trusting people. The mistake is assuming they'll behave differently under pressure. Let that sit for a moment. Machiavelli didn't promote cruelty. He offered clarity. He didn't claim humans are bad. He acknowledged they are human. And once you understand human nature, betrayal stops feeling personal. Change stops feeling confusing, and disappointment loses its power over you. Awareness doesn't harden you. It strengthens you. If this resonated with you, don't rush past it. Tell me in the comments, which part affected you the most?